go.
So now I'm doing a bit of microdermabrasion on the forehead where there's a bit of discoloration. So just peeling away that dead skin layer.
So you don't think it's a melasma then?
I don't believe it's melasma, not at all, because this is coming off too easily. And I can see the fresh new skin underneath.
So this is really good news.
Yes,
right?
it is very good news for you, because had it been melasma, you would have to do a completely different treatment for you. So this is, I'm very happy with that.
So if somebody has, wow, look at the difference.
Can you see?
Yeah, I can see
Super.
that.
Okay.
So if somebody has like spotting on their, what do you call these, blemishes, yeah?
Yeah.
Then you first would do maybe microdermabrasion to see the quality of the discoloration?
Yeah, I would, because sometimes it's very hard to tell if it's melasma versus hyperpigmentation, damage caused by the sun. And for that reason, I would always start out with microdermabrasion and see how the skin peels off. And if I'm getting fantastic results after just one treatment, even though I'd normally recommend a series of about 6, between 4 and 6, depending on the client. And then when we come back for the second time and see how well the skin is healing and how much the scarring is actually lightening up, then that for me is a good indicator that I need to stay with microdermabrasion. And very lucky and happy for the client that it's not melasma.
But if it were melasma, you would have some kind of solution for them, because especially in Tenerife, we have loads of hyperpigmentation that could be melasma also.
Yes, you do. And if it is melasma, I'm afraid you're looking at months and months of treatment. And it's not just going to, you can't just do microdermabrasion. That's going to either entail laser, in addition to that chemical peeling, and some microneedling. Okay, because what you want to do is try and stop the build-up of all the excessive melanin that the body's actually producing, and also the fact that the skin is so damaged at a depth that's quite difficult to actually reach. You can't go in there too much too soon. It's a gradual process, and eventually you will manage to kind of fade the melasma damaged areas, but it's going to take time. So this melasma is not something you can treat overnight. It takes months to actually get rid of the damaged tissues.
I see many people running to dermatologists and getting these heavy-duty chemical peels,
Yes.
and that not really having good results.
The chemical peels will help to a certain degree. The only thing is, with a chemical peel, you have to really, the best way to actually treat melasma is actually literally the area that's affected by melasma. Otherwise, if you start peeling all around the area that's not affected by melasma, then you're going to find that you have a light area. Not only are you lightening the scar, but you're lightening the rest of the area around the skin, and then you're going to see the damaged area even more.
All right.
If that makes sense.
Yes. So it's not unifying. It's a unifying process.
So you need to really mark the area out and certainly make sure that you're just treating melasma as opposed to the whole area.
Right. So we are, how do you like what you're seeing now with microdermabrasion?
Oh, I can see all the dead skin peeling off here. There's a lot of build-up of dead skin, which I'm having fun peeling away here. And it's great. Sure. I can see what's going on here, and to see the difference in front of my very eyes. It's, I love it. Absolutely love this.
So how would you compare, for instance, microdermabrasion to some other peels that are available? Let's say like people are doing scrubs at home, or
scrubs at home are great. You can do that. I always recommend that people do that. Just a bit of general exfoliating. That's really good for the skin. But this microdermabrasion is on a different level. I mean, this is a professional treatment. So 2 different treatments altogether.
And when you say professional treatment, for instance, in the sense of I'm getting better results, more focused, or
Yeah, because we're going a little bit deeper than what any over-the-counter product is going to give.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And also sometimes I notice that some people, when they do things at home, either they don't do enough or they go extremely overly brutal on their skin and they actually cause damage. For instance, now there's very popular handheld Hydra skin devices that people are buying from Amazon and eBay and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I know for a fact that you could cause major damage to the skin if you're not careful with those.
Yeah,
Even with microdermabrasion, if you don't know what you're doing, you can cause skin damage.
I think so. So yes, as with everything, I mean, you can buy these kind of, as I say, over-the-counter scrubs or microdermabrasion machine. They shouldn't. You just have to be very careful. You have to be careful.
Yeah, because I've seen people go black and blue, and you can cause little capillary bursts if you're not careful. And I mean, it looks really simple, but Veronica has been doing this for many years, and she knows exactly how the skin has to feel, and which skin is actually a good candidate for microdermabrasion, because there are contraindications, right?
Absolutely, and for us as professionals, the one thing I'll say is that we know that you can only perform any form of peeling over a certain period. So it can be over a number of weeks. So for example, 4 to 6 weeks. The risk you run when you start doing these kind of treatments at home is that you're doing them too frequently, and of course you're actually putting the skin it goes into overdrive, so it's really traumatic for the skin. So those are the kind of things that you need to pay attention to. We change skin every sort of 26, 28 days, we get a fresh new layer of fresh new skin that comes up. And this is how we kind of constantly shredding the old skin and bringing up the new fresh skin to the layer of the epidermis.
Right.
And so that means that you can't really, inside those 3.5, 4 weeks, you really shouldn't be putting too much stress on your skin. Allow it to heal, allow the fresh skin to come to the surface, and then you can start working again. So if you start going in on a weekly basis and doing microdermabrasion on a weekly basis, that really wouldn't be the best thing to do. It's not good for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're going to continue with our next treatment in a second.